welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well, hope you're having a magical day, and this makes today even more magical. Because once again you cannot see me, it is the third time because it's episode 3 of Artists Become Art, and today's artist is The Warning, as I revealed to you last Saturday. So we have chosen The Warning, Patreon chose The Warning. We have chosen to do mixed media, with the materials being mixed media, pens, pencils, oils. I think that was about it. I used more or less all of them. I don't believe I've used pen though. But then again, I don't remember it being there. Okay, so we've also got the type of video, and the type of video was like last time. It was a drawing the artist video, which means I get a bit more freedom to figure out and see how I want to make it so that I see the artist and the reason I've painted them that way. So, why did I paint The Warning this way? So as you guys will see going forward, it's kind of like a really glitchy, weird, kind of squarey kind of artwork in the background, and there's like parts of the whole of their clothing, like whole strands of the whole picture moved back to the right or more to the left. And that's because I wanted to give it more of the glitch effect that the album of their latest single, Choke, had. And I thought that would be a really cool idea because I liked really how the album looked. And it gave me a nice, refreshing, new The Warning look. I also wanted to find a really interesting picture, and I believe the one I found isn't really used a lot. Well, I don't see it a lot, that's what I mean. And it has some beautiful colors, and the red Danny's wearing, the yellow Ale's wearing, and Pao is wearing a nice really cool t-shirt with the letter, and there's pictures going on there. So it was quite a lot of fun playing with that. Let's explain how the materials worked though. So as you saw and I explained already, we had this glitch effect. So I wanted to pick, since I had mixed media, I had pencils and all that, I wanted to pick a way that I would showcase all of them in an interesting way that it would go around the whole piece. So the clothing is all made up of color pencils, which are also a bit watered because they are watercolor pencils. So I did go through them first, I believe, with a bit of water after first applying them, and then continued. You'll see as it goes. And also the hair is with color pencils again, and they were quite okay with working and making them watercolor-ish to look. I quite like how they ended up looking. They tied and connected, I believe, the oil paint faces to the color pencil clothing. They connected quite well. So moving on, Danny's hair actually was the hardest one to perform and execute like that and give it the colors it actually had. I began and gave it a blondish kind of look because her hair has some blonde colors. It's a bit more chestnut than the other two girls, which have more of a black dark brown color. And I left it a bit yellow from the beginning until I ended up in the end, and I wanted to actually add a bit of more of her textures at the end. So for a little while you'll see it and you'll be like, Danny's not blonde. But at that point, she was. And then we completed the whole piece afterwards at the end. So, the background now, I actually, while editing, I edited this picture from the start, and I was trying to give it an interesting glitchy look. That's why I actually got the original picture and I was editing it on my programs on the laptop, and I gave it this form you see now when I'm painting and actually executing it in paint form. The background was really glitchy effects and all that. So I wanted to actually show that, and I started off with oils. I think it came out a bit too dark at some points. I just didn't really like it. My mom was also we wanted to be a bit more light so that the actual 3 girls can pop out of the picture. So I tried watering it a bit more, or where Danny is a bit darker, and where Pao gets to light up. to like lighten a bit more. At the end, I'm not sure that I'm completely happy with the background actually. I would have preferred something a lot different, or like at least like different colors or something. Like it doesn't look bad and it's not like perfect though as well. Like I would like your feedback on the background specifically. I like how the clothes ended up looking. They look really interesting and cool. I like how the hair ended up looking, and the faces were a real struggle the first time trying them. But after like the second pass I made and added a bit more details and actually really small brush work on them, ended up giving them a really nice texture and like look, which I really liked. I actually really struggled with Dani's face because the way she's turned, her like her eye like had a bit more of a shadow on the eye, even on the white parts, and I had to like execute that, so it was a bit more like tricky. And I'm not sure that I'm completely happy with all three of their eyes because they're a bit too wide open. I'm not sure. My mom says that it's okay, and it might just be my too much time like looking at it, but I would have liked it a bit different. At the same time, I'm looking at it and I'm like, it actually looks okay, but I'm not sure which one of the two it is. Oh, which is so funny. I can't. Okay. So let's move on to my journey of the warning. So I'd like to start from the beginning, and the first time it's also it's been like a year. So I have a year of experience and like listening to the warning and analyzing their like songs and performances. So I've learned a lot about them. I've learned to really appreciate their hard work, everything they give to us, all the amazing performances they've done, how amazing their fans are and how cool you guys are. What I really enjoyed was their passion for music, how when I went to actually watch a bit of their really young videos, they were freaking little geniuses in performing their work. All of them, they're just really, as individuals, are really powerful. You can identify them and be, yes, this is Dani, she can do this and this and this, and she's a queen at it. But you can do the same and say the same for Ale and say the same for Pao. Like, it's not like just the lead singer or something like in other bands. And what's also really cool is that they're really hardworking. They give us some amazing albums, which their songs are so hard to rank, like comparing them and everything, because they're all so top tier as songs, with like amazing music compositions and crazy fun effects on the voices at sometimes to add stuff. How on their lives they're working on with their guitars and like the pedals at the end of their, and they're like changing, how Pao uses a laptop while playing drums to change music. There's so many things going on, and how they really put so much effort. It's just amazing, and it just makes you really just appreciate what they give out even more. Also, their earliest work right now is Evolve, which I haven't heard yet because I am gonna wait until Tuesday. Well, until I actually do all my video reactions for that week, for next week actually. So you guys know already from this video that you're getting Evolved next week. And I'm quite excited to check it out. Again, it gives us like a reddish kind of really like a glitchy effect. I don't know how to really explain it. That's what I'm getting from it. When I saw like the eye there all red and like that kind of lined art, kind of not, kind of picture. So I really like how it actually is a bit close to this one too. Again, the only thing I don't like about this is just the background just doesn't fit with me. I even like the hair. Pao's hair, if you actually look at it carefully, there's Pao's hair that's actually hitting on her head. It's falling on her head. And I actually quite like that, and it looks really interesting how it's half there, half not. What I really also like is how their faces actually look pretty like, I like how their noses turned out, and also kind of what their mouths are like. They actually look kind of close and like similar. but I've also learned how different they are as well, like as features. Like Danny's nose is really different from like Pow's and Ali's. It might also be the angle, but that's what I got. Also their eyes are different. I'm not sure if it's the angle again, but they are like how I drew them. Like they were all 3 different pairs of eyes, which really shook me at the first time trying to make them. But I at least survived it. And yeah, I just really enjoyed it. And it just really, like, I think threw me back to the first time I was like experiencing their music for the first time. And when I first heard them, hearing also the song Survive from their very first album, 21st Century Blood, it really hit me like crazy, because on stage they were just such personalities. Like, Pow was just the girl who really took everything out on the drums. Poor drums, I was surprised like how they were surviving at the end of their song. Or how also she was like a legit boss, and like she lost her like her drumstick, but like then actually just picked it up and like continued like nothing mattered. Which should be what everyone does, and it was amazing to see it being done. And it was also like the first time watching them, which like added to my excitement. I was like, wait, what? Then moving on to Ali. Ali was just such a mood at the beginning, and she continues to be. She's just like her own little vibe on a stage. When she does vibe with the other girls, it's just so much fun too. And lately, I've been loving her like parts of like the bass. I've been living for her bass parts. They are amazing, and I just really love them. She's making me really appreciate like bass in general. And then Danny was like at the beginning also, the first song, she wasn't like the full-on singer. Pow was the full-on singer, which was really interesting, because afterwards I heard Danny and I was like, oh my god, like this family is freaking everywhere. They can do everything and anything. But I heard her solo and I was amazed. Like I loved the Survive solo that she had. I loved how like the song flew and like went out like and about, and it was like going and like experiencing like all this like changes in the song and how fluent it was. Like, and afterwards continuing on, like they didn't disappoint in the next one or until now. They never disappoint. They always go a step further. They might add the music composition and make it even crazier. They might go even weirder and add new like meaning to the lyrics, or go even more serious with the lyrics and like actually address issues and things that might happen. And it's just really cool to see this evolution, which really also fits with the song, which I'm excited to see what this song's going to be about, evolve, because it's like evolving, developing, which is what the girls are doing right now. And it's really interesting to see what's going to come up and like what they're gonna like give us next. I'm really excited for their newest album to pop out, and just in general I'm just really hyped and excited. Now by around this time you might have reached by the end and you might have seen what I mean with the background. Not really my favorite part of the drawing. I really like the girls, so the girls really turned out really well. I also like the glitch effect it has, like the little like horizontal and vertical just like lines of actual pieces from the actual like picture, but then they're like in different spots. Like Danny's like hair part and clothes are on Pow, and Ali has a strand of like Pow's outfit on her, and like Danny also has a part of her outfit on her hair and her hair up there, which just gives it a really interesting effect. And I think if the background was just a tiny bit different, like had a different effect or something, it really would have like given me the like craziest outcome of a piece I've done until now, honestly. Like the amount of work was like double for some reason. Like I was editing the video and it ended up being like 50 minutes, and I was like, wait, what? No. Like the previous ones were like 30 or something, the most, I think 35, And then this comes out, it's like 50, and I'm like, oh no. I think it's the little squares I was drawing all that time. Anyways, guys, so if you are interested in this piece and you guys would like to be part of choosing more of like things like this, be sure to go on Patreon and support me. You get to vote on the next artist, on the next materials I use, and the next type of video it's going to be, and you get to know which one's going to be before it actually like happens and I actually put the video next Saturday up. You also, if you go and support me and be at the elite tier, at the elite group, the magical elite group, you get to actually see the progress of the piece and actually like give me feedback. Like at this one I would have liked some feedback. It would have been nice. But I think if you guys give me some like tips in the comments, we'll figure it out. I don't know, maybe you guys like it and I'm just being really strict with myself. Maybe. That might be it too. I do it sometimes. Anyways, so yeah, go join on Patreon if you just want to support me, if you're interested in actually voting for the next artists, or if you want to see the progress of the artworks. It's all up there, just go join, and it's really helping me and I really appreciate it. You also get little sneak peeks of the uploads I make for our actual commentary videos, so you will get a little sneak peek of my reaction to Evolve, which is really cool. And you get to be up there for a whole month, which means 2 actual artworks will be out through that whole month you'll be watching. And this is a limited series for only the summer. So yeah, this was the Warning painting journey. I struggled a bit more than usual, but I also enjoyed it a bit more than usual. Like, the effect it had on me and how it developed really worked. It sometimes didn't, but it sometimes did, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this artwork. I hope you guys like it. Maybe you even like the background, it's okay, and I'm gonna be ecstatic if you do, because I don't know what to do with it, and if it's good, it's okay now. I can relax. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications. Albert will be sending you, which is my little owl, and I'll see you guys next time in my next commentary and the next review for the next artist. Bye bye.